And with your permission,
Estağfurullah, hoş geldin. Ne haber? Hello.
Hello.
Nice to meet you.
Salam alaikum.
Aleyküm selam.
Yes. I
Hi,
see.
how are you? Hi.
Wow, that's good.
Good morning. Hi. Good morning, sir.
Wayne and Gray.
Okay.
Gary, sorry.
Wonderful. Wonderful.
Merhaba.
Hoş geldiniz.
It's,
Kapat
it's
kapıyı.
good. Kapıyalım. It's good to have you
Thank you for having us.
in Double Knot premises. I have been a teacher. This is how I met Dilek.
I actually I'm sure, briefly, I told about our story, but I didn't tell about the Aspendos part, and I just said that
Okay.
uh,
Wonderful.
how I respect for you, and how much I learned from you about especially about the religions tour, about the seven churches of the Asia Minor Church. You know, let me tell you how we met as well. You know, I was in Aspendos in Antalya. I told about it. There is a beautiful theater, very well preserved theater. But I heard a lot about Mr. Aydin, but I didn't have a chance to meet personally. And you know, he was with his group, and he was sitting in the cafeteria, and I just show up at the museum. And once he was sitting there, once I saw him, my eyes was like getting bigger, and I turned to my group and I said that, please give me 2 minutes. And I just run to him and I kiss his ass as I do right now. And I said, I'm Dilek and I want to learn from you. That's how we met. That's how we started.
Well, dear folks, I have been a student, I have been a teacher, but my passion in life is to learn forever
That's good.
from others and pass the information to the others. This has been my story of my last 55 years. I started, of course, as a guide. 2 years later, one of the ladies in my group bought a Turkish carpet, took it home and displayed it in their home in Vancouver, British Columbia, and people came into the house and they all loved it and said, where is this carpet from? They said, it's from Turkey. So she took a picture of the carpet herself and her mother and sent it to me saying this. So when I looked at that picture, I said to myself, there's something in this I need to learn, because people have been asking me all the time, they're telling me this carpet costs $4,000. Is that the correct price? How would I know? Okay, my family is not in the carpet business. How would I know? So I went to the carpet people and said, would you teach me? And they said, well, if you work here, we'll teach you. I said, no, I want to work as a guide. So they said, well, we don't have a course like that, unfortunately. So I went away to London and bought 2 luggage full of books on Oriental carpets and read them for the next 4 years while I finished university here in Istanbul. And one day I was having the group in front in the Grand Bazaar area and explaining to my folks about Turkish carpets. This gentleman must have overheard what I was telling my group, and he said later on, where did you get all that information from? And I said, from the books. And he said, there's a guy starting this business, you know, and they're having new personnel, would you teach them? I said it was funny, you know.
Yeah.
And I said, I wish you had done this 4 years ago to me, so you know I wouldn't have to spend all the time and spend the money on the books and all this. So I said, yes, I will, but I will charge you for it.
Of course.
So I've been charging them in the last 50 years.
Consultant.
As a consultant. So, but this way, my learning continued from the people I met. And that's what I enjoyed. This is Nezat. She is She's actually been in this business for 20 years,
Wow.
and she's only 21 years old. I'm not allowed to disclose any more on her age.
You have to turn around and take a picture, then we'll know.
Senin bir dön de bir resmini çekmek istiyorlar. O tarafa da dönmeni
Ah,
istiyorlar.
yes,
Okay.
yes.
You
Well,
can
wait a
do
minute.
that.
Well, wait a minute.
You can do that.
Yes.
Okay.
The master.
Is that
Okay.
only
Good.
21?
Bu tarafa da dönüyoruz. The master. Yes.
The master.
She is, by this way, this pure silk string. Pull this, please. No, with both hands, if you
Let me
can.
hold for you.
I know. I saw
Don't cut your fingers, but pull it so you understand
Yeah.
how tough it is.
the. You know how they do those old days. Saw on reading.
Yes.
For you.
Yes.
How they cut marble.
Yes. Yes.
They
With this,
use
they use this to cut marble. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's
The
how
pattern
tough
is
it is.
this one. This is what you're weaving.
Yes.
The
Exactly.
design.
Ah.
Something else, eh? Pull this, please. so you
Romans used to cut the marble with the silk.
Yes. Those the old.
Or Germans used to make a parachute with silk.
Not anymore. Okay. Be careful.
Because the silk is
So
so
you
tough. It's so
get the
strong.
silk from here. You have cocoons and mulberry leaves and
Yes.
and you
Exactly.
make your own silk.
Exactly.
Sometimes Turkey is number one, sometimes China is number one for the silk.
Yeah.
But their cocoons in China is yellow. We have white cocoons.
No, we went to Cambodia. They
Yes.
have white cocoons.
Oh,
Yes.
Yeah.
They
And
have white cocoons.
their mulberry trees must be like ours.
Yes.
That's the secret. to
Yes.
it. So
Yeah.
it produces from.
I haven't been to China, so I can't tell you.
I haven't.
Yeah.
So this basically, when you pull it like this, you see you ravel this around to get one of these. From this one cocoon you can get 1 mile long filament.
Yeah.
Can you imagine? And she is doing 12 by 12, 144 double knots to a square centimeter. So
So how many miles?
that's about 928 double knots in a square inch, by the way, in fineness. And how do we know what they're exactly doing? We use these to count the knots. Okay?
Oh,
Magnifying glass.
Magnifying glass.
Yeah.
Now, I will give you more information when I have you seated inside regarding all this. But Turks make the finest drugs in the world, despite the general knowledge that Iranians make the finest drugs in the world. I will show you a document on that. And also, Turkish double knot is what she is doing is so much different than the Iranian single knot. And double knot gives you durability, takes longer to make, but then longer it lasts, more money
have
you
to
don't
pay.
need to spend.
And the more money you have to pay.
Exactly.
That's
Each
right.
time you buy a carpet, you know, you pay more money. So that will relieve you of that. So, if I may invite you inside to show you more carpets, I will do that, please.